everybody? It is Monday, December 14th. This is a purple through black belt class. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope you're enjoying a little preview of the snow that's coming our way. I mean, we're just getting a little flurries right now, but sounds like we're supposed to get a pretty good storm coming up this week. So get those snow blowers out as soon as we get home. We get the snow blower out. You're helping me. Anyway, so we got to get the snow blower out, get ready to rock and roll because it is coming. It is coming. What I heard, we're getting a lot of snow. You don't think so?
It's not going to be cold enough.
Sure it will. Anyway, he's such a pessimist. Anyway, back to work. This week we're doing some different stuff. We're on a grappling theme this week. It's been a few weeks since we visited grappling, so we're going to touch our bases here today. But before we get started, as always, you guys have to do your warm-ups. You got to do your warm-ups, pause the video, do your warm-ups, come back when you're done. Who is calling? It's not for me.
Are you open today?
Oh, I know. Yes, we're open today, guys. We're open. We're open all. Yes. We're open. Anyway, we'll get to that a little bit later. Right? Okay, so what we're going to start on, we're going to review single arm bar to start. This is going to be for everybody, purple through black. You're all going to be working this stuff because it's been a few weeks. The way you do it is you'll break it down a little bit more as a purple belt. Red belt should be a little smoother. Brown belt should be very smooth. Black belt should be like a clear pond. Yes, perfect. All right, on your back, please, sir. Scooch this way, please. All right, good. So from this position here, from the mount, Joshua Lucas reaches up to choke me or to maybe push me off of him. Okay, whatever he ends up doing here. Okay, for the single arm bar, I'm picking an arm. I'm deciding on which arm I'm going to attack. I want this arm right here. So I surround that arm. Okay. So I surround that arm just like this. I'm surrounding it. Boom. Now, when I surround it, the arm that's going around is going to go on his chest. The other hand's going to come inside and go on top. The in-between hand is on top. That's the one that's going to secure the wrist. Now, I'm showing you this full breakdown right now. This is how purple belts are going to do it. As we get more advanced, you guys will be a little bit more fluid here. So I'm going to basically do a push-up on his chest. Push up to a horse stance position. My inside arm comes up and grabs his wrist. That's key. I want to hold his wrist. Now I'm going to step around his head. I'm going to sit right onto his shoulder here, like so. I want to pull this arm nice and straight. Squeeze my knees together. From here, I'm going to pull down on my hip. Now I'm holding his wrist, not his hand. His wrist. Squeeze my knees, hips up. Okay? Watch again. Here. Surround that arm that I want. Inside hand grabs the wrist, pop up to a horse stance, step over the head, sit down, right at his shoulder. Now pull that arm straight, squeezing my knees, curling my feet in. I want to put this on my lower hip. The lower hip is the hip that's closest to his feet. I'm holding his wrist, not his hand. His hand is flexible. I want his thumb to be up. That means the fold of the elbow is right there. Whichever way the thumb points is pretty much the way the elbow rolls. Okay, so thumbs up. Squeeze, hips up to the sky as I pull down on his wrist. The universal symbol for I give up is tapping out. Now, for our more advanced students, you guys are going to do this a little bit more fluid here. So instead of here, I'm going 1, 2. I'm going right for that grab. The inside hand goes right to the wrist. The other hand's still surrounding the arm and pinning it down. Then I'm popping up. From here, I like to go right over. Instead of having this intermediary step of 1, 2, get up, this leg's going to swing right around. Now I sit. Now I'm putting my hand down so I can go nice and slow. In real life, I'm just going to hold on to that wrist and just drop. You don't want to do that with anybody you're training with because it is going to break their elbows. So squeeze and hips up to the sky. Okay? Last time, we'll do the other way here. So I'm surrounding, pop up, over the head, sit, and up. Okay, pause the video. Let's get lots of reps in. Come back when you guys are done. Okay, so now we know how the armbar works. So now what I want to work on is the counter to the armbar. That's going to be our hitchhiker escape. So as Joshu catches me in that arm, I'm going to do a hitchhiker escape. So I know never to extend my arms when I'm underneath the mount or inside a guard. For whatever reason, I got caught. He grabs my arm. He goes for it. I realize what's coming. Before he locks it in all the way, I'll do my hitchhiker. So, take him out. Am I too close to the camera? We wind up good.
Come this way a little bit.
Back up. Okay. So now from here, he pops up, he goes for that arm bar. Now from here, if he fully extends my arm, it's too late. You can't do anything but tap out here. Here, his arm's not fully extended. I turn my thumb and I'm going to hitchhike. Just like I'm making a hitchhiker symbol. I'm going to throw it right here into his hip pocket. Now the arm isn't extended. From here, I'm going to lift my hips and I'm going to roll away. Now, the tendency that you guys have is to roll towards that arm to protect it. But you can't get out in this direction. You actually have to do something that doesn't feel right. You're going to lift and you're actually going to roll away. Away. Okay, hold on a second. All right, so we're going to roll away. Now, when we roll away, guys, we're rolling like we're swinging a gate open. Okay, it's going to come around in a circle. Scoot out of the picture for a second. So, he's extending my arm. Boom, I hitchhike. Now, you guys will want to roll towards the arm. That's what you're going to feel like you need to do. That's the wrong direction. We're going to hip up. We're going to roll away. But we're not rolling straight away. Now I just extended my arm and I'm stuck. I'm going to roll. And my body swings 90 degrees there like I'm opening a door or a gate. So let's try it again. Get onto your right foot. So I'm here. Up. Now he steps over. Sits down. Now, if it's here, I'm in trouble. So I caught it. Oh my God, no, he got an arm bar. No. Throw that thumb down there. Now he's not going to let go. Hips up. Now watch, my legs are going to swing out 90 degrees like I'm opening a gate. And if he's right there, he holds on to it, which a lot of guys will do. Crawl up the backside. Okay? Take back control. Again, now this hitchhiker symbol. I know some of the kids don't know what a hitchhiking is. That's good. I don't want you to know what hitchhiking is. But people in the old days used to, their car broke down and needed a ride. Sit on the side of the road and hitchhike like this. And if you see somebody hitchhiking, you don't pick them up. Okay? Unless it's like 30 degrees below zero and bad weather and dangerous. Okay? We just don't hitchhike. Never hitchhike. You don't pick up hitchhikers. Okay? So not this. Up. Okay? There we go. So he goes for the arm bar. Steps over. Right here. Throwing that hitchhiker in. Pop my hips. Remember, swing that gate. My right leg is going to kick over the top of my left. Oh. I'm going to work up and I'm going to try to take back control. Okay? So we learned the arm bar. We learned the hitchhiker escape. Pause the video. Come back when you guys are done. Welcome back. So guys, today our mat chat is about self-defense. Self-defense is a preservation of oneself. Now, when we talk about self-defense, we often think about punching, kicking, throws, takedowns, grappling as self-defense. And those are self-defense. But self-defense is also putting on a seatbelt in your car. Because you're preserving yourself in case of an accident. Self-defense is also looking both ways before you cross the street. Self-defense is putting on the right safety equipment to play sports. That's self-defense. On Thursday night, Governor Wolf decided that he was going to close Pennsylvania businesses down again. Cancel youth sports, Just lockdowns all over again. 2 weeks before Christmas. Leading Edge Martial Arts took an absolute beating the first time this happened. We decided to defend ourselves this time. As a school, as an educational facility that teaches discipline, confidence, self-defense, and a non-quitting spirit, we deem ourselves essential. Essential to your well-being and essential to our survival. As Leading Edge Martial Arts, we are going to defend ourselves. And to do so, we are going to continue to teach class. That's right. We're going to teach you classes. Our normal class schedule, all this week. We're going to continue to teach you next week, Monday and Tuesday, the 21st and 22nd, normal class schedule. On the 23rd, there will be no class because it's graduation day. And then we will be closed December 24th through New Year's. We'll resume classes on January 4th. So guys, self-defense is the preservation of oneself. Leading Edge Martial Arts will preserve and will continue to kick on into 2021. All right, guys, we're going to grab some targets now for some ground and pound. So whatever you guys want to use, pillows, couch cushions, if you have a kicking shield that can lay on the ground or anything. So we're going to set ourselves up in the mount position for a little ground and pound right now. Now, when we're talking about ground and pound, a couple rules about ground and pound. First of all, we don't sit like Joshua Lucas is, like on a horse or a motorcycle. Although I would love to go riding right now. Boom, 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 boom. You don't like motorcycles. This is how I ride. Not like that. Okay. We're going to put our knees on the ground. We don't sit up with our knees off the ground because we don't have the balance. Okay? So our knees are on the ground in this position here. When we're striking downward, we do not, this way. We do not want to throw punches downward. If I throw a punch down and I get lucky and I hit him, bang, that's going to be devastating because he's got nowhere for his head to go to absorb the impact. But in all likelihood, if I miss, boom, I'm going to break my hands. Boom. I'm going to break my hands, break my wrists. So we're not going to punch down. Stay there, actually. Okay? It's safer for me to come in with big palm strikes like this or some nice head slaps like this. Okay? Boom, 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 boom. Now, a head slap is not like your grandmother saying, get your hand off the pudding. Okay? It's a stiff wrist, bang, concussive type strikes in the side of the head and the ears. Okay? So, for our ground and pound, we can do palm strikes downward. What are you doing with your knee there, Joshua? Your boo-boo hurting you?
Yeah, I ripped the scab open.
Oops. We're going to do palm strikes coming down. We got open hand smacks to the side of the head. We got elbow strikes coming down. Okay. We come with elbows this way. So we're going to show you a little 10-second bit of a little ground and pound session. And then we're going to give you some rounds to do. Okay? Ready, Joshua? Let's give them 10 seconds of some nice ground and pound from the mount. Ready? Begin. Okay? So that's a sample of ground and pound from the mount. What I want you guys to do, you're going to need a timer for this. I want you to do 3 1-minute rounds, ground and pound from the mount. Remember not to punch downward in case you miss. Now, if 3 isn't enough to push you, I know some of you guys your gym just got shut down and you need a little bit more sweat rolling. Hey, do 5 rounds. Do 7 rounds. 7's always a good number. Go to town on it, okay? Let's get some good work in ground and pound. All right, guys, that's it for today. So we gave you a lot to work on. Did your single arm bars, did a hitchhiker escape. We talked about self-defense, being the preservation of oneself. Okay, Leading Edge Martial Arts will preserve and will remain open and kicking. Thanks for training hard, guys. Thanks for being Lima Strong. We'll see you online, and we'll see you on the mat. Oos.